questions?
Well, we like to make it exciting, I'll tell you that much. Gosh, our defense was solid for about 25 minutes, and I thought the third quarter we let our offense affect our defense. Can't do that. We missed some easy buckets, and that kind of got to us. And that's going to happen. You've got to focus on the defensive end. I thought, but down the stretch, we picked it up. I told them the timeout. Defense rebounding, we're going to win the game by our defense and our rebounding, and that proved to be on point in the fourth quarter. But hey, Belmont's a scrappy team. They're well coached. They're anytime you have a team that shoots the three ball and attacks the basket, that's solid. And really, just our main focus, couple of focuses were, one, don't give them an uncontested three because they're going to get threes off. I thought we did a great job of that. But secondly, we wanted to play one-on-one and keep them in front of us and defend your player. And they had 50 paint points because we stood up and let them drive direct to the basket. And then we gave up too many back doors because we were standing up. So those are things that we're going to have to work on. But really proud of our basketball team for sealing the deal.
You talk about Avina's play in the fourth quarter when they took the lead. She just looked like she just took it upon herself to kind of take the game kind of under control.
Yeah, well, Avina's Avina, and I trust her with the basketball. She was solid. I mean, she attacked. She knows how to shoot the ball when she needs to. She knows how to pass when she needs to, and she was the difference in the fourth quarter offensively for us. But I want the ball in her hands because great things happen when she attacks the basket. So, and she hit her free throws. She knows how to get and ones kind of the old-fashioned way, and that's attacking the basket, and that's what we wanted to do. So she was outstanding. Is that it?
Questions? Reed?
It's ready to take off.
Were you surprised at how easily they scored inside against you guys, or was that just, like you said, a product of just kind of breakdowns and backdoors because they had a pretty easy time, especially in the quarters?
Yeah, I was surprised how they scored it easily because a lot of it was one-on-one, and we were supposed to front the post, and when we did that, they didn't get the ball inside. So, a couple of mental breakdowns, but. Look, defense is hard, and when you have a team that shoots the three and drives, that makes the game extremely hard. And you've got to be on top of your game, and you've got to make defense a priority. And I thought we did that, except the third quarter, and they outscored us 23-8. And when you give up 23 points and you score 8, then you're not getting it done on the defensive end.
Mark, back.
Holly, when you have as efficient a first half as you guys do, where it feels like every time you're throwing it up, it's going in, do you think the team maybe loses a little bit of the edge coming out of halftime?
Well, I would hope not, but they possibly could. I don't know why they would do that, because anybody that shoots the three can get back in the game extremely easy. And we talked a lot about doing what we did the first half and attacking the basket, and I'd have to watch the tape, but we missed a lot of shots around the paint early in the third quarter, and it frustrated us. From what I saw, it frustrated us, and we just can't let that frustrate us. But they were getting their hands on the ball, and we weren't holding on to it, and we weren't getting the ball high, and we just missed some easy shots and easy putbacks. But that does not need to affect how we play on the defensive end, and I thought tonight it did.
Rita.
Jasmine, we knew could come in and help at point guard, but her offense has been a bit of a surprise. Has she been working on getting extra shots up? Because she really wasn't known as a three-ball shooter in high school, and then she's been shooting pretty well lately.
Well, Jasmine's getting in the gym and working on her shot, but I will say this, Jasmine is a facilitator, and she's a point guard, and she tries to run the offense and get people the ball. But when she's open, you know, she had a jumper off a screen. She shot the basketball. You're never going to see Jazz force anything. So I just tell her when she's open and she's feeling it, take the shot. I think she can be a really good offensive player, but she's trying to lead the basketball team first, and it probably is the reason why she doesn't take so many shots. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. She did a great job of rebounding the basketball.
Dan?
Is there anything, when you look at the films, anything to be learned from maybe that third quarter? I was asking the players just about, you know, maybe keeping it from being 23-8, kind of maybe minimizing the damage there. Is there some things you'd like to see them do in those situations to kind of stem the tide a little bit, or not?
Well, you got to refocus. You got to keep. You're going to stay. Go back to elementary school. The ball, you, and the basket. Stay between the ball and the basket, and forget about what happened on the other end. You got to have a short-term memory. When you make a mistake, now when you do something great, just remember it, do it again. But when you make a mistake, you got to forget about it. And I thought we worried too much on what we did on the offensive end. We didn't sprint back, and then we weren't in the stance. So look, if you're not in the stance, you can't guard anybody. So I've got to watch the tape, but I didn't think they did anything to special to get to the basket. They just drove us, and that's just pride, and that's just one-on-one, and we got to get better at that.
As you approach conference play beginning, what is your biggest takeaway been from this stretch, from this team, kind of what you learned about them and your conference?
Well, just consistency, how important your defensive play is in rebounding, making free throws, all of it. Keep your turnovers low, and because the game it's going to be more physical, it's going to be more athletic now, and you got to weather storms. So we didn't weather a storm very good, but we did in the fourth quarter. And you got to answer people's runs, because people are going to make runs on you, and you've got to handle it. So make defense a priority, make rebounding a priority, and stop turning over the basketball. And for the most part, I think at this point in our season, we've done a pretty good job with that. But we just got to carry it over into SEC play.
Will?
You guys had 19 assists on
Sorry.
30. That's right. You guys had 19 assists on 30 made shots. Just how important is it for an offense to be able to distribute the ball at that kind of level?
Oh yeah. Well, we can't just rely on one person to get all of our points and make all the plays, because eventually they're going to take that person away. So it has to be very balanced attack, and we're really an unselfish team. We look for people to score the basketball, and at times I think we overpass a little bit too much, but I like it. I like us attacking and distributing the basketball. You know, Vina came around once. She took it to the basket, and then she came around again and probably could have gone to the basket, but she threw it for an easy bucket for I think Ree. So, and then she hit Sheridan on the roll. So I love that. That's just playing the game, and we got to have everybody step up. It can't just be Vina late in the quarter. But I want her to keep doing that, obviously. But we got to have somebody step up and make plays, and Ree's been doing a really, really good job of that. I know Ree was frustrated today about missing some easy buckets, but I love that she's going to the basket. I love that. She's attacking the basket. She's being aggressive. All of our guards. It's what we wanted them to do, and they did it. We just missed a couple of finishes off those.
Obviously, you head to Auburn next. I think only Mimi and Camera have actually played at Auburn Arena in terms. So you're taking a bunch of youngsters into what is going to be a difficult
Yeah.
environment. I know you can't really prepare them for what they're going to face until they face it, but what are your thoughts about this young team and getting them ready to start the SEC on the road?
Well, it can be good and it can be bad. Good because they don't know what's coming, which is just go out and play. Bad if we turn it over and we hang our heads, because you know what, we're probably going to turn it over again and again, because that's Auburn's style of play. We've done a really good job on the road. We had a hostile environment in Texas. We had a hostile environment at Oklahoma State. So this team seems to focus when we're in those type of situations. So all we can do is come up with a game plan and present it, and then follow through with it. And you got to take the crowd out, and you just got to go to the next play. You can't worry about what something bad happened. You just got to refocus and just keep attacking against Auburn. You just got to keep attacking the basket. And that's what we need to stress, along with a lot of things, but that to me first comes to mind.
Very much.
Y'all good? All right. Have a good New Year.